Okay, welcome, beautiful soul. And today I really want to speak about purpose and about what it is that we are actually doing here on this planet, and how this has been made very clear to me within the context of my recent journey to Mexico and what I experienced and saw and processed over there. So I wanted to just step in here into this space today to share with you what I saw and how that relates back to what we are doing here on this earth and why we are here. Because one of the most frequent questions that I get asked is, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And we try and make this very complicated. We try and make this, like some massive thing, but it's actually really simple. And through this journey to Mexico and the processes that we followed there and the ceremonies, etc., something has become really, really clear to me, and I wanted to just drop that in this space so that you can sit in it and see how it feels for you as well. Because for me, as you know, I love sharing my experiences, and I know that others will find something or not find something in it, but so be it. Okay. So we always hear in the words of the sages and the ancients and all of that, that the universe is expressing itself through us. Okay, so the universe is basically um, um, started with the Big Bang, for instance. So let's go back in time. So we go right back to the Big Bang, and everything exploded, and consciousness, creator, God, the divine, whatever you want to call, the goddess, the cosmic womb, whatever you want to call it, right? So this whole experience of living, of the universe, of me and you, Earth, planets, solar systems, galaxies, all of that stuff is basically an expression of the divine. Okay, so I have a blueprint that is basically an expression of the divine. You hold a blueprint. Your soul knows, like your soul blueprint is an expression of the divine. So the divine wants to experience itself through every single one of us, right? So you, me, everyone on this planet, every plant, every animal, every part of this ecosystem, Mother Gaia, the sun, the moon, all of the planets, etc. Everything is an expression of the divine. The divine is wanting to experience itself through us, but we are the divine, right? So if you look at the teachings of the sages, it's like we have to remember that we are the divine. So when we start to realize and feel and step into that space of understanding and knowing that the blueprint that the divine holds is also the blueprint that we hold in ourselves. Okay, so every single human being right now has got a blueprint. It's got a blueprint that wants to be expressed and experienced, and there's a part of you that specifically needs to express and experience in a certain way. So if I look at my blueprint, for instance, I am here to learn how to be fully myself. I'm here to learn how to express my voice. I'm here to learn how to be the best version for me of me, right? Like, so I'm literally here to express myself and my opinions and my feelings and my thoughts, and my love and everything through my body, through my voice onto this planet. Okay, so that is basically what I am currently doing, and that is what my mission is. That's part of my soul blueprint, etc. Now, every single person has got something that they are here to express or to experience. For you, it might be that your purpose is that you need to be in that space of creating certain things. You might be here to become a visionary and see certain things. You might be here to be mothering people. You might be here to invent brand new cool things, etc. So every single one of us, there's a portion of us that is like of our blueprint. So if you think about this big map that we've got, there is a part of that map that is standing out and going, that's what I want to do this time. Okay, now you have multiple experiences during your existence as a soul. And for instance, if I have the map here, I might have, like 5 lifetimes ago, gone, oh yeah, I really want to invent some cool shit, or oh, I really want to work with the land, or oh, I want to be a farmer. Now I want to be a fisherman, or now I want to go and actually, I don't know, speak to millions of people, etc. So I have like this blueprint that I am experiencing. So what's happening is my soul is choosing an experience every single time and going, oh, I'm just going to experience this right now, and I'm going to experience that right now. So when I whittle it down, when I come back to the basics, is that everything that I am doing on this planet is basically an expression of the divine. Like I am expressing through my words, through my ideas, through my thoughts, through the love that flows through me. I'm literally like expressing so that the divine can experience itself through me. So when we speak about like finding your divinity, connecting to your divinity, that's what's happening here. So if I listen to myself, if I trust myself enough, I can listen to what wants to come through me out into the world. Now, it doesn't always have to, like, I'm not going to be standing in front of 5 billion people and sharing my truth, for instance, but I might be sharing my truth with 500 of you, and that is what my body is wanting, that's what my soul is wanting, that's what my mind is wanting, right? That is me expressing the divinity through myself to you. So what is important here is that we are realizing that every single like little niggle, nudge, like feeling what our bodies are wanting to do, that is literally divinity wanting to come through you. So if you are in the space where you're going, oh, I don't know, I'm scared to share my voice, I don't know if anyone's going to take me serious, oh my God, I might get burnt at the stake, whatever, you are stopping that expression of divinity coming through yourself. So you are repressing the expression of your own divinity. Okay, so part of what we are learning to do is to work from a space of love, not a space of fear. Okay, so if I take an example like me sharing my voice. Now, if you saw me 15 years ago, I was not doing this. I was not speaking my truth. I was not going through sharing my voice and all of that. So I have spent the last 10 years basically unraveling and shadow working myself through my fears and understanding why is this happening, what am I doing, etc., so that I can get to a space where I can freely express that part of my divinity that wants to flow through me. Okay, so part of our work here on this planet is to understand what is it that divinity wants to bring through me, and what is it that is stopping that flow of energy to come through me. Okay, so I'm basically, like, to be quite frank, I'm a born teacher. I'm someone who loves to share. I'm someone who's always like looking at the bigger picture of everything and going, oh my God, this connects to that. And you have to understand, like, exactly what I'm doing here on this video with you is like, I take myself out of the situation, look at the bigger picture and go, fuck, that's how it all works together. Let me tell you about that, right? So for many years I didn't do that because I wasn't in a position to do it. I was too scared, etc. But now it's so much fun to share that information. It makes me so happy and I can feel all that energy running through me and I'm delivering that message to you. Now with you, where are you at? Is there something inside of you that's going, I want to birth a book. I want to go and create something amazing. I want to speak more. I want to teach. I want to, get my hands in the soil and create beautiful big gardens and be happy with that. There's something inside of you that's going, oh, I want to be expressed. There's a part of your divinity that's going, I want to be expressed. Now, there is a myriad of reasons why we don't express. And I mean, for me personally, if I go back, it's societal conditioning. It is the patriarchy. I mean, I've got a fucking list as long as my arm as to why I wasn't expressing myself for so many years. But when I realized what I was doing, my whole mission was to, how do I express myself? How do I share my voice with the world? And every single journey that I've taken, every single time I've studied something, every healing session that I did for myself, all of that was to bring my voice back into the world, okay, so that it can be shared, because through me talking to you, I am expressing divinity, I am expressing love, I am sharing something that might help you to walk your path in a more aligned way, in a more soul aligned way. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, what is it that you are feeling inside of you that wants to come through that you are not doing because you are scared, because there's fear there, because there's worrying about being rejected and abandoned and persecuted, etc. Okay, so the whole point is that in Mexico, it was so beautiful when I really understood that all that I'm doing is basically becoming a mouthpiece for divinity expressing itself through me. Okay, so are you living that? Are you in that space where you are expressing your divinity out into the world? Because when we express divinity out into the world, it is it's like a wave of love that we are giving out into the world, and that wave of love hits other people and creates beauty, and it creates openness, and it creates more love, right? So all of us are basically just these beautiful vessels of flow of love and divinity that we are chucking out into the world, and that's switching everyone on. So when we speak about the codes that are coming through in the world at the moment, so like we've got so many beautiful bursts of like solar flares happening at the moment. The earth is responding, so all of the structures out there in space, under our feet, around us, are responding to an influx of remembering. Okay, so imagine it like this. So you have the beautiful central sun, like where everything comes from, where we were born from, where this entire universe was born from. And every now and again, there's a big burst of this blueprint that everything holds, right? Like it's just like this stream of beautiful code. So if you can imagine, your blueprint is like this big encoded beautiful thing, and all of us carry the same blueprint, right? We carry a universal blueprint. We're all from the same place. We're all from the same spark of life, and so we carry that. There's just little bits of us that are less polished, less accepted, less seen by ourselves. So these codes that are literally flowing in at the moment is switching us on again, switching on that remembering of our wholeness, that the fact that we are not broken, the fact that we are not, there's nothing wrong with you, there's no piece missing of you, there's just a piece of you that you haven't looked at properly, and that you haven't seen and acknowledged, and that you are not playing with right now. Okay, so those codes that are flowing in, every time you hear like a transmission of light language, or every time that you're connecting with the earth and the Schumann resonance is going apeshit, like that's like basically a reminder and a wash of codes that comes over you. So when you are ready, these things are slowly switching on. There's a remembering deep inside of you that is going, oh, I am divine. I am part of everything. I am part of all of this. I am part of creation. Okay. And that's what's happening at the moment. So we are literally being asked to step back into the space of the deepest remembering of who we are, and that we are linked, we are divinity, right? We are linked to everything. We are linked to creation, and that we are here to express and experience a part of that. Okay, and through that expression and experiencing, we are putting out codes ourselves. So as I sit right here, I have a whole bunch of codes that are activated, happy, doing their thing, going, okay, who's coming into my space? And then the minute that we connect, things in you are switching on because you are listening to me. Now, the same applies to you. If you are birthing a new creation, if you are doing something beautiful, if you're walking down the street, you are carrying all of these beautiful codes, and you are helping people to remember. You are spreading love. So everyone's switching everyone else on, basically, if you think about it in the bigger picture of things. So the more aligned I am with who I am, the more in touch with my codes that I am, the more that I know myself, the more I'm sparkling out, and everyone else gets to benefit from it. Okay, so that's the bigger picture. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear what you think, because this just feels so important at the moment. It just feels to me like the universe is banging on at the fact that we need to step back into that space of remembering who we are, that we need to step back into that space of expressing divinity through ourselves. So, on that note, I have designed a beautiful journey called Soul Authority. Okay, being sovereign within myself, my own soul authority is basically deciding what is it that I want to express? What is this divinity that I want to flow through me? Okay, so this program is 4 months of working with me where we unravel what it is that is stopping you from expressing what you're needing to express. Okay, when we unbind in that space, we're stepping out of societal conditioning, stepping out of what you think you should be, and realizing that you are fully in charge of this divine expression that you are bringing into the world. Okay, and actually alchemizing everything that's happened and all of the stuff that you perceive to be blocks and holding you back and the I'm not good enough stuff, and then stepping into that space of embodying. Now, what I'm loving about this work is the fact that that I have realized that your body is basically the best way shower for where things are not in alignment. Okay, your body will take us very quickly to the memories and the literally the seeds that has been planted inside of you by these misaligned protective measures that's been created to keep you safe. Okay, so if there was something in your life when you were a child of like not being able to express yourself, not to be yourself, you're too big, you're too loud, you're too this, you're too that, all of those things your body will show us. Okay, so we work very closely in this 4 month journey, in the soul authority journey, with your body. We work with your soul and we work with your mind, because we need to understand where are you still living in this space of not seeing yourself as divinity. Like, what is it that's stopping you from expressing that divinity out into the world, that bringing that love back into the world? Because each and every single one of us are part of this massive ecosystem. You can't deny it. You can't get away from it. Okay, so how are you benefiting the ecosystem of humanity? How are you benefiting the ecosystem of Mother Gaia and the plants and the animals and everything around us? That's the whole purpose of being here, is that we are all feeding love into a beautiful system that's creating harmony. And that's why we are here. So that is purpose. Okay, so if you are struggling with what is it that's holding me back, I just want to express myself, I just want to be out in the world sharing my divinity with everyone else so that they can experience their divinity in turn. Okay, then come and talk to me. Let's see how you can journey with me to find that spark within you, because that is part of my mission, is to help more people remember who they are so that they can express their divinity on this planet. Okay, so now that I've said all of what I've said, I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will be checking out the comments, or send me an email, like, or DM me, whatever. But yeah, so that's my 2 cents worth. And if you do feel the call, if you feel like there's a part of you that really wants to dive into the depths of you to find out what this is, what is the spark that's being dulled, what are the codes that needs to come through you to be shared on this planet, then do give me a shout, because I'd love to work with you, and I'd love to go and explore and dive into the unknown with you. Okay, I'm here to be what I call a soul truth weaver. Okay, my job is to weave the truth of your soul back into your deepest remembering. Okay, and we do that by journeying with the dragons. We allow the beautiful architects of the divine to guide us back to who we are. Okay, fantastic. So have an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed this transmission, and I'll be back again. So thank you, thank you, thank you.